things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome everyone to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Volunteers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. He gets a block. He's got it out. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Gators. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
He'll bring it out. It's Newton. Makes a move. Creates it. Oh, what vision. Can they catch it? They don't get it. It's a touchdown.
People still filling the stands, and he takes the opening kickoff back to the house to fire up the crowd, fire up his teammates. What a start for this young man.
Setting up for the extra point and the time. And the extra point is good. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. Fielded in the end zone, it's Daniels. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They go to the ground, fighting off the defender. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Guys, let's chat about Florida. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like...
Turning it on! And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Ladway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. You saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level. And with that, this program carrying it on his shoulders.
And now on second down for this offense. Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D-lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line is so...
All out of space. Pass to Ted. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Florida.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
He'll bring it out. It's Newton. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Ball changes hands, and the offense finds themselves back up inside their own 10. Gonna run it. It's Lewis. He's gonna lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Aguilar. Pressure coming. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Card in the backfield. It's stable. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting. Just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. Big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
They're facing a 3rd down. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. He'll pull it down and run.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. These two, which have so much cross-pollination and legendary games in their history, first played in 1916 with the Vols blanking the Gators in Florida. Tennessee actually won the first 10 meetings, with Florida not getting a W in the series until 1954.
And there was a period of time, Reese, in this rivalry that the game not only had SEC championship implications, but national championship implications, too. You think back to the heyday of this rivalry in the late 90s. Danny Werfel going up against Peyton Manning. We played the Vols, and we had games that were won in overtime. We had games that went down to 2-minute drives. There was so much NFL talent on the field, and it was such a competitive and physical game every single year.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Rush is on him. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Unloads to the wideout. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And that is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Man, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Quarterback keeps it. Oh, he got loose. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
The RPO. What are you doing? And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Talk about having a day. We're not even done the first quarter yet. This receiver already has over 100 yards. Look out.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Snagged on the outside is Jackson. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
That's really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing his mitts up there, catching the football.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Reads it, fires complete. Touchdown, GAYtors! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with a big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Back to throw, it's Aguilar. Using the quick game. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. With the catch, it's Lewis. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Going to swing it on 2nd down. grabbed in the middle. It's Thomas. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll try to sneak it.
Fucking kidding me.
The Vols will go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
No fucking way!
Incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. On the option. Now the pitch. Powers through the defender. He's guided out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
Can't get him to the ground. Breaks into the open. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Gators come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He'll do it himself on the draw. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
And the draw play, it's about looking over here, looking for pass, and then slipping it into a quick defense. Too quick getting in the backfield, caging that ball, making it stay in the middle of the field, getting the big tee out.
Neyland Stadium alive. A cauldron of orange noise on third down. Looking for a man. It's Lagway.
How is he fighting
Tight end down the gut. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big thing.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Ready to try the point after. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Started on this drive from the 24. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And the Volunteers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Wide open downfield. And he was loose moves and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Caught over the middle. It's Matthews. They bring him down, and not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the balls are flying down the field. Under fire. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. Now he's going to break the pocket. Quarterback gets enough. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get into more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Quickly complete. He'll be stopped just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. 4th down coming. Let's see if they go for it here.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Drop the ball, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
Running to the left. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Gators can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gators, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
With myriad options after that big pickup on first down. DB's right up on the receivers. They'll try it over the left side. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Gets away from one. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Gators will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. They'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Matthews. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. To the air on first down. Fires one high and deep.
Oh!
Play stops the drive.
What the fuck?
Taking it the other way.
And what a play by the defender. He's on an island all by himself in cover one man coverage. Just him and the wideout, and he ends up winning. Come on.
Entering settings screen, you have 29 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Big INT.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David. You've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays, exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Quick timeout call on the offense after the play. And the Gators have pushed it inside the 20. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got it behind the line. It's Jackson. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Between the uprights, it's good. And now the lead's extended a little further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gators will kick it away to crank up the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. Catch in the middle, it's Staley. At the 45 on his way. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, team! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. When that receiver got it free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Play the analytics here. You go for 2. The snap sets up the throw. And they almost came up with that pick in the end zone. What a stop that would have been. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Daniels. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sturdivant. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than quarterback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Got the first down himself. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a first down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit.
Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Gators are on the move. On the move. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Sturdivant. There he goes! They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Give to the back. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. Going for 6. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
3rd and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
Fourth and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? And here's a fumble way behind the line. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Here comes the heat, and they scoop it up in the end zone. The offense back on top of it. That's going to be a safety, but trust me, that could have been much, much worse.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Oh, better look out.
Your serve is brought down at the 40, and the Florida offense will take over 1st and 10.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because, you know, your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive, you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down. They've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it at the 25. Touchdown, Gators! And the route is on. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Coming out with it, it's Newton. Slips through the line. Got a little room. He's going to get loose.
And he's in for the second score of the game. My goodness. Note to self, kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it, kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Tulane has the lead right now, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves yet inside Yulman Stadium. They're up by 7 over Utah. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Sends it back in motion. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. A design run for the quarterback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the air, it's Lagway. They'll run the screen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain here, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's ball. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
Completes it in the middle. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
On the move. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. The corners are walked up tight. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 32-29.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. The play action fake. Spits it out to the back. Grab near the marker. It's ball. He's got it up. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
The Gators started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Fires to the end zone. Falls incomplete. He did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Yeah, that's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Keeps it on the draw. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. Scrimmages to 2, and they can pick up the first down here, but going for the touchdown here on 4th and short. Going for the marker on the ground. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open.
This is so a Jesse Palmer. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in, can't win by enough. Gotta look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Mark.
And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. He tries to take the top off. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Here's a hit. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Looking to take a shot. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
I know some teams have an aversion to punting. It's sort of the new wave of football. But giving the other team this kind of chance, that's just not smart. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Florida! And the stomping has commenced. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
He'll bring it out. It's Staley. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Power football with the run. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. The Volunteers want to move quickly.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
With the catch, it's Thomas. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. Lining up from the 34 on first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution. Dual threat quarterbacks. You're seeing two great examples in this game so far. Both guys can hurt you throwing it. Both guys can hurt you running it. It's been the running attack for both of these guys. It's been the big story so far.
To the air. It's Aguilar. Unloads to the right. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Going to try to get it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry. The Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Running to Green. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. And the Volunteers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee!
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little, too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the 4th quarter.
And the extra point is good. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. The Gators they're sending the offense back to work. It's hard enough to stop these guys, let alone when they get field position like this. They scored last time, and this time, they'll crank it up from inside the red zone.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? It'll be 3rd and long. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. He splits the uprights, and that will extend their lead even further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Bring in the heat. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Quick handoff. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for room, it's Ball. And he is swarmed by a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great game.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Gators will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A high kick trying to pin them deep. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. Finds his tight end.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games, and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did. We saw some great individual efforts in this game.